Good morning, everyone. Mike the MC bringing another self-care video. Today I'm going to talk about the topic of cyberbullying from Leah book and how helping families, children, adults even, everybody with this topic in order to not only fall into negative thinking, but also how to find strength whenever we're going through a tough situation, especially when we have critics online. So this will be a great topic to discuss. Let's get this started. Alright, so from Leah Darrow's book, On the Other Side of Beauty, I'm going to share with you something that she shared with respect to cyberbullying. And she says, basically, in the paragraph here, summarizing that the neurochemicals, the stuff that we need for like positive reinforcement, if we encounter negative criticism, the amygdala is partially shut down, and other parts of the logic and reasoning centers in our mind located in the frontal lobes are also shut down from positive neurochemicals. And that the cyberbullying, basically the comments are from videos that, honestly, they could be hateful. And for this one person she talks about, they were sharing with this young girl how not only can she just basically remove herself from society, but also how to basically kill herself. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a terrible situation for anybody to face. But to think that it's our children who have to endure these kinds of situations at school, in life, different parts of society, and it's like, wow, where have we gone as a nation, as a country, as a world even, really? This is where you can say, well, being poor in this respect is kind of nice because you don't have to face all the negative comments online, Facebook, Twitter, right, all the Instagram, etc., 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 and whatever apps you use. And the thing is, all those apps connect you with so many people across your town, right? Obviously, locally, not locally, and who knows is always on the other side of that icon, that image, that face. You never know if it's some sort of creep in any way, just to kind of message you, to kind of get you to pay for something, etc. And when the cyberbullying comes into play, connecting with this piece, I think when that other person is making comments about you, saying, oh, how beautiful you are, or, oh, why don't you spend time with me, or maybe you're alone or just a little ugly, why don't you do this or that, or consider just removing yourself. And it's like, oh wow. When you hear those stories as a parent, what do? How are you going to help your children in these new times with the technology that we got, not knowing who they're talking with on the phone, the laptop, etc.? Now, people will say, oh, why don't you just set a time limit to use the phone in the day? Well, for the other time, the hours, the parents, for the kids who have the phones, they can message anybody still in the day. And it's like, oh, around the corner, in the bathroom, etc., at school, okay. And then you think, okay, well, then why don't I just not give them a phone? And unfortunately, in today's society, people kind of need the phone now just to get a call for help, other errands, other important things in life. And it's like, okay, we kind of fell into a pigeonhole with respect to having all these cell phones and technologies to connect us to other people. And yeah, people are now connected to where, okay, you can go to the next town and go on a date with a boyfriend, girlfriend. And I get that, yeah, as kids, people, they want to travel. You want to go to the next football game in the stadium across the town, right? You want to be with your friends, your buddies. And so that's just what technology has done. We are now more socially connected. And so one suggestion if I were to tackle this question of how to protect your kids from cyberbullying, just to really give them a conversation, really, and just say, just be mindful of who you're talking with on the phone. And just remember that that other person may not always be your friend. You don't know what they want to bring you into, what they're trying to lure you to do or to buy, what comments they're saying. Many things can be lies on the other side of that phone. If it's someone that you don't recognize, the last name, okay, then be skeptical and just think twice and say, okay, before I message back that person who wants me to say, oh, hey, you look great today, why don't you come over? Pause and say, I don't think I'm going to respond to that. I'm not going to respond to that. And just kind of just even delete the conversation. Just move on. Block the number. Whatever you got to do to feel safe. And with that tool, the block, okay, yeah, share that with your children to say, okay, if you don't trust that person, just block them and move forward. And yes, there's the fear of missing out, FOMO. But the thing is it better to be safe than sorry? Right. Not trying to be cliche, but just trying to say you don't want to go into a bad situation with someone you don't know. And as a parent, an uncle, honestly, to my nieces and nephews, right? Always be mindful of who you're messaging on the phone. So there I can relate to that with parents. And with cyberbullying, with people just saying those negative comments to that one person that Leah was saying in her book, that she overcame the comments because she realized, okay, they're criticizing me for my body, but I can use this in the reverse now to really help other people, ladies, men, going through similar dysfunctions, body issues in their life as well, to where they don't shame themselves and they find strength and community. And so there would be a second point leading into that from a parent, an uncle, someone to share with kids, is finding friends in a community where you feel belonged and you're not being attacked like that by strangers, by other people at school, etc. So like if you're on the band club, okay, if you're got a good group going, if you're talking together, yeah, you can hang out. Why not? Stay where the positive energy is. Whereas if you go to the wrestling team and they start to criticize and make bad comments, it's like, okay, yeah, that's the negative energy. So in a practical sense, right there, kids, just stay where the energy is positive. You don't have to fall into negative criticism like that. And I may do a part 2 to this video. It's just an important topic to discuss. But kids, just stay strong. Don't fall into the negative comments. You're beautiful however you are. You're great. Don't let the negative critics take you down. And work with your parents. Work with setting some limits on the phone. Just try not to get caught up in the situation too much, because not everyone can handle negative comments. But I know you guys are strong and you won't give up, and I know you'll be great. So this is from me, Mike the MC, to everyone, to kids and parents. Be strong. Don't fall victim of cyberbullying. Be strong and let those critics just go away, block them, and be free. All right. Enjoy your Tuesday, everybody. Have a wonderful day.